Rattler fans, you're looking live inside Northside Independent School District softball fields on this Wednesday afternoon doubleheader. The Dave and Joe Show.
Yes, sir.
Here at softball. Our ladies taking on the Javelinas of Texas A&M Kingsville. David Tovar, Joe Rodriguez with you. On the inside the circle, on the mound, number 10, Emily Britton. And Joe, we've talked about her litany of success. She has been terrific. Has a no-hitter and a perfect game to her name here as a Rattler. She's continued to pick up the steam early on this season. Already a pitcher of the year.
Yeah, a very incredible start to her for this year, coming fresh off of a Player of the Week, Heartland Conference Player of the Week award, facing Rose Stubbs here up 0-2. That one outside.
What's the count?
1-2 the count.
Okay. 1-2 count.
David, I haven't gotten to see much of softball, to my dismay. You've seen a little bit. What can you tell me about the team so far this year?
Well, the team really has really found their groove as of late. Come back right there, back to Britton, and she's able to snag this one. Out number one. Yeah, they've really found their stride. Their pitching has been terrific. They had, on February the 16th, they had 2 no-hitters in consecutive fashion, back-to-back. One against the number 4 ranked at the time, Angelo State University, Grand Bells. Viana Gutierrez providing that. Crystal Keller in the game before that. If you remember last year, Madi Bissaro had herself a no-hitter, and Emily Britton's had herself a perfect game and a no-hitter. So that's 4 pitchers on this staff, Joe. And you talk a lot about pitching over in baseball. That's 4 pitchers on the staff with no hitters. So you got 4 quality pitchers.
And it's been proven, really, that a softball is much more difficult to hit than a baseball.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They're a lot closer to the plate. And then they can do so many different things with the softball. They can throw a rise ball. Their changeups can be devastating. It's just really difficult to hit in softball. 0-2 the count here, 1 away. As Karen Gonzalez taking her first chance at Britton. And she swings at that one and goes down on strikes.
Well, that's 2 away quickly. Britton trying to mow down this top of the first inning.
Yep, getting a good pace to start off the game here. She's really establishing herself nicely.
This one chopped. Oh, Britton, a little low. And try to make the play at first, and they do. That is an out. 3 up and 3 down. Here in the top of the first. Stay with us. The Rattlers up next.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. Joe Rodriguez here, joined by David Tovar. All zeros on the board so far as the Rattlers take their first swings of the game. It'll be Sarlik, then Vadrine, and Gonzalez for the Rattlers. Rodriguez waiting in the cleanup spot. After her will be Bissaro, then Shelly Lee, then Alex Rodriguez. Perez, she'll be playing short and batting 8th. And then Hannah Fields, she's playing center, she'll be batting 9th. First pitch in there.
Sarlich takes that one.
Strike one.
Yeah, Sarlich has some speed. And so, obviously, you want to use it. It's her and Shelly Lee. Shelly Lee, who for a long time in a Rattler career was a leadoff. Now I think she's 5 or 6, I believe. This one is right back to the shortstop over to first. Out numero uno. That's just the way baseball goes.
You've loved that quote.
I really have.
You becoming a Ron Washington fan?
I've been. You know. Now.
Rangers Rangers playing the Cubs today.
Yeah. And they'll be in the Alamo Dome on in late March, I believe.
Yeah.
30 and 31st. Joe, have you already secured your tickets?
I have not, but I'm thinking about maybe heading over for the weekend to watch the season opener in Houston.
Oh, that's right. I think we chit-chatted about that.
Vidrine looks at the first pitch, called ball one.
Vidrine, Joe, if you remember last year, had a monster stretch. I think she had a stretch of games, almost LeBron-esque. LeBron went on his 30-plus, 60-plus field goals. Our very own Scott Fonger chuckling as he is
Let it go.
is anything but a LeBron fan. How can you not be a fan of the guy? He's a fun cat. He did the Harlem Shake. The most aesthetically pleasing basketball player to ever watch. Yeah. Well, nonetheless, Vidrine had a great stretch, and this one is popped over to right. It's out number 2. Yeah, she had, I think, 4 or 5 home runs in like a 3 or 4 game stretch.
I do remember the stretch you're talking about. Just absolutely incredible display of power during that stretch by Vidrine. Almost won Female Athlete of the Year, an article I wrote. That award instead went to Stephanie Prosky, both well-deserving to be nominated, Prosky deserving to be winning. Just a lot of great athletes that we're finally getting to see on softball.
Yeah, and you know what? I'd be remiss to not plug Tovar's take. It's not up yet, but it should be up in the coming hours or by tomorrow. And we talk about the litany of success.
Are you gonna give us a little tease here?
Yeah, I'll give you a little tease. The litany of success the Rattlers had in the last half of February. I mean, it was just terrific. And, you know, I don't know if you've seen our new athletic director's Facebook, Liz Dalton. She has a Facebook page. And this was shared by our St. Mary's Facebook page. Our new AD, Liz Dalton, got an envelope, opened it up, 11 Player of the Week certificates for our Rattler athletes. Wow. That is just ridiculous. I mean, that's LeBron-esque.
I've said it before, David. We are being spoiled right now as Rattler fans.
Yeah, we're in a blue and golden era. Indeed.
And records being broken, all kinds of different achievements, weekly, monthly, All-American, national rankings. Me being acquired to the Talking Rattlers show.
Yeah, my birthday also occurred. Robin Johnson's birthday coming up. So, yeah, just a litany of success all around for the Rattlers. And it's been truly a pleasure to watch. And as you mentioned, we've been spoiled. And we've been spoiled rotten.
That one in on the hands. It's a full count now with 2 away here.
We've been spoiled Rattlers. 3-2 here for Jared Gonzalez. 2 years ago, the Heartland Conference newcomer of the year.
Yeah, batting 300 on the season.
Woo!
She takes this one.
This one is launched, and that one is gone.
And no doubter right there. She got a hold of it and just pulled it to dead center.
That's 210 feet.
Oh, it was well over the fence. The center fielder didn't even bother. She just gave it a look and let it go.
So the Rattlers get it on the board by Gonzalez's long ball. That's going to bring
Rattlers firing it up.
Yeah, you're telling me on the way to the ballpark. Firing it up.
Yeah.
In that distribution center after.
So we got C-Rod now.
Christina Rodriguez, she's batting .323 on the year. She's played in 26 games this year, started 25 of them. That one inside, 1-0.
That's the score, 1-0 here after the Gonzalez blast. You got Madi Visaro on deck.
That one well outside, 2-0 now.
2 away, bottom of the first.
Yep. Pissarro waits on deck. Rodriguez, this one a blooper.
It's gonna fall.
Big
Rodriguez gets a base hit of her own.
ball thrown away.
Oh, she keeps going with a reckless abandon. So she's at second.
Advancing. That'd be a single with an error there. And now we're going to get to see Pissarro, the designated player.
Yeah, Pissarro also, who's a relief pitcher. Now a little DH here. She has a bat, Joe, over at the St. Mary's Classic that opened up this season. She had a couple long balls.
Yeah, batting .333 on the year. We'll see what she can do here.
Yeah, that's something I really don't remember her doing last year, really being at bat. Oh.
And this one off the end of her bat, and that'll retire the side, but not before the Rattlers manage to score a run. 1-0 the lead. You're watching Rattlers softball on Ustream.
Left on. And after one.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The top of the second inning here inside Northside Independent School District softball fields. David Tovar, Joe Rodriguez with you. Your Rattlers lead it 1-0 off a Jared Gonzalez bomb down the middle, down center field. And who we got up next, Joe, for the Javelinas?
To be Rolla Gomez stepping to the plate.
Rolla Gomez on. Emily Britton inside the circle for your Rattlers.
0-1 the count here.
Easy 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first.
Yeah, very effective with her pitches. She didn't go very deep into many counts. That one off speed and off the plate. 1-1 now. A very cloudy day. Don't think we'll see any sunlight.
Yeah, agreed. It was, a little gloomy.
Yeah, wind blowing a little bit right to left and sometimes straight out, but more right to left than anything else. 2-1 now.
I just like me cloudy days.
Oh, you don't?
I just do not like them.
Oh, I love them.
Give me some sun. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Rob Johnson, you like cloudy days? You like sunny days? Okay with cloudy days. Fair enough.
2-1, we win.
Maybe I'm the only optimist. This one fouled away, and that evens up the count at 2 apiece.
Real question.
Yeah.
Do you like rainy days?
Oh, no.
No?
No. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a pessimist.
I like them in the winter, but, when it comes to summertime, that means baseball games being canceled.
Oh, no.
Can't have that.
No. Can't see my socks being canceled.
2-2 now. Rattlers leading 1-0.
Oof. Trying to get her to chase.
Mm-hmm. Good waste pitch there. Low risk, high reward there.
3-2. Full count.
And we're going to see Gomez, Denny, and Gardner in this inning for the Javelinas.
You do that so well.
Here's the pitch.
That's one chopped away.
And on our hands there. David, you and I, we live in Treadaway,
We do.
and we get to look at that developing baseball and softball field daily, I'd say. What do you think? Do you think it's going to end up looking real nice? I think it's going to
I
be
think it's going to
beautiful.
be terrific.
Is
We're
this
going to
one
have
sky toward right, and the catch is made.
that's out numero uno.
Shelly Lee making the play there.
Bring up Lauren, Denny.
Yeah, Joe. I think it's going to be a terrific facility. I think it's gonna be state of the art. We're going to be ahead of a lot of the competition, and it's going to be a great platform to host other maybe high school tournaments, maybe other universities want to use it for several tournaments. Maybe even we can host a couple tournaments ourselves there. It'll just be it'll be great to see. And I think ultimately, when we're talking about getting up here, ultimately it would be just great to have our home teams back at home.
Oh, yes. As Denny steps in, looks at strike one there. And it swings and misses there. 0-2 now quickly for Britain. And it really is something I'm looking very forward to, being able to have a good crowd of Rattler fans out there. Because it's difficult, David. We're students first. It's difficult to make it out to all these games sometimes, but when I do make it out, that's a pitch, paints the corner, and Denny goes down looking.
And Denny goes down looking. That's going to be out number 2. Brings up
But
Cody.
it'll be great because be able to have more fans come out to the game and enjoy some quality softball and baseball.
Yeah, indeed. And I think the only bad part is we'll have to depart with Nelson Wolf, which is a beautiful facility. Then you'll have the tennis courts already taking shape, the soccer field taking shape as well. Not sure where we could fit a golf course on there, but
As Cody Gardner looks at ball one there, 1-0.
yeah, so many new things going on in St. Mary's athletics. I've highlighted many of those on Tovar's Take. Should be up by as I mentioned, maybe later tonight, early tomorrow. I mean, you got the new AD, you got all these records being broken, you got this new facility that is taking shape and should be ready by, early summer. It's like a summer blockbuster. Yeah.
Also, new players coming in, of course. for
Oh
the
yeah,
Rattlers.
always going to be exciting to see our class.
3-0 now the count. I recently read an article, women's soccer signing 4 defenders.
Oh yes.
So that'll help with filling in for the departing seniors.
Indeed, and chit-chatting with Coach Rich during a baseball game a couple of weeks ago, he was talking about how that's one of his concerns. Shoring up his line of defense and signing 4. That's a good start. And you'll have the returning Ashton Layton, who's been terrific.
This one chopped towards short. Perez handles it, makes the catch.
Makes the scoop and the toss. That's going to retire the
3 away.
3 up, 3 down again for Emily Britton. She's been terrific. The reigning Harlan Conference pitcher of the week.
Right fielder, number 2, Shelly Swansky.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Bottom of the second inning. And fittingly, number 2, Shelly Lee Zawatsky, the right fielder. Leading off this one. Catches not a lot of bat, and it is a quick out numero uno.
Yep, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now we're in the double deuce. Up next,
Alex Rodriguez.
I got a chuckle out of that, Tommy.
Alex Rodriguez.
The double deuce.
Yeah, I personally know Alex.
Yeah.
I had a couple classes with her freshman year. Great girl, great player, very superstitious about oh yeah,
About softball.
incredibly superstitious.
Now, Joe, you seem to be a baseball connoisseur and a softball aficionado.
I should hope.
What sport is more superstitious, or the players, I should say? I know the girls believe in their incessant chanting.
I'd say the girls are more superstitious actually, and the chanting is part of it. Like, it gives certain girls certain chants, but then also, like an example, Alex at the plate. I had her for a speech class, and she gave an entire speech for 5-10 minutes about her headband and how she can't wash her headband, and it's very superstitious. And it's all, hey, if it works for you, I'm all for it. It's only crazy if it doesn't work, as the commercials say.
Yeah.
But I'd probably go with softball, personally.
Fair enough. You play a little varsity baseball, Joe?
I didn't play for my high school because of football,
Oh, okay.
as Alex is retired there. But I did play growing up and select and all that.
Okay, fair enough. Did you have any little quirks about you as Sarah Perez is upcoming 2 away?
I'd have to do my batting gloves in a certain way. I'd have to make sure my pants were the perfect height to my socks because I didn't want to pull them all the way up to my knees. I couldn't have them all the way at my ankles. So I had to find that perfect medium. Whenever I went up to the plate, I had to make sure my left sleeve wasn't too far up or down my arm. That's probably my biggest superstition I had. So I'd always be messing with my sleeve. Had to wear the perfect undershirt. Had to wear my hat the perfect way. Yeah, I had a lot of superstitions, actually.
Wow. Sounds like a little diva there, Joe. Gotta have your blue M&Ms.
Look good, feel good.
That's true. That was, I heard that from the great Tracy McGrady. That was originated from
Deion Sanders. That's where I heard it from.
Deion.
0-2 the count here for Perez. Here's the pitch, and swing and a miss. She goes down swing. Rattlers go in order. We'll be right back as we head to the top of the third. Your Rattlers lead 1-0.
And number 2 complete, Rattlers.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we get ready to start the top of the third inning. Emily Britton still on the mound. Setting she'll face Karina Noel, then Ophil, and then Castro. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one.
I got about one more inning with you, Joe. Rattler fans, hopefully my departure is not as mourned as the hiatus of Tovar's take, which is back. Should be back by, I don't know. I think our very own Chad Peters is already in on the way to Fort Smith, Arkansas. They're going via the road, right? Yeah, not via air.
That was a sick pitch. Swing and a miss by Noel. Nothing she could do there.
And Joe, save it for me when I get back. We'll chit-chat a little bit about the Heartland Conference tournament that is taking place Friday and Saturday. Both our Rattler basketball teams there.
Yeah.
And if you want to already get to that, then check out Talking Rattlers already on.
Yeah.
Already on RattlerAthletics.com. Braden has been terrific here.
Yep.
Mowing down the competition. Jared Gonzalez with a blast in the bottom of the first inning has us at 1-0. St. Mary's with the lead.
That one just inside and low. 1-1 now for Ophil. Here's a pitch. That one just outside. 2-1 now.
And pitch just misses. 2-1 to count.
Infielders, regular depth. Outfielders, straight away. Castro waiting on deck. This one taken up the middle. That's the first hit of the day for the Javelinas.
How far along could we have gotten before we start talking about no-nos? 4 innings, maybe?
Usually I try to give it a little bit of a mention, like 3 innings in.
Okay.
And be like, so-and-so is still perfect, whatever. And then you really start talking about it, usually about 7th, 8th inning, depends.
But softball only a 7-inning game?
Softball, I probably start talking about the 5th.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. 1 on, 1 away.
Yeah, when you get on against Britain, you got to start, trying to think about, maybe getting tricky and getting crafty, aka stealing.
Mm-hmm. It's more difficult to steal in softball though because you're not allowed to leave the bag until the ball crosses the plate.
This one chopped to short, out at second, and so they get the fielder's choice.
And they get the force out at second base.
1 away here.
Number 2. I'll bring up Rose.
Score that one 6-4. Here's the pitch from Britton. Runner takes off. On to second. And there's the inning. Stubbs grounds into the fielder's choice. 3 away. Rattlers still leading 1-0. You're watching women's softball on Ustream. And welcome back, Rattler fans. It'll be Hannah Fields and then Sardelik and Vadreen for this inning for the Rattlers. Fields, the center fielder for this squad. So far on the season, batting .239. And our own David Tovar.
That's right, Rattler fans!
Wow, that was really loud. Our own David Tovar is departing. He will be back a little bit later on, though. Has an important meeting with important people to do important things.
Not in trouble, Rattler fans, I promise.
1-1 the count.
I'll bring the car out.
Corner infielders playing very shallow. That pitch called strike 2. Expecting the bunt here. Here's the pitch. Fields fouls that one back, stays alive. Fields throws right-handed, but she's batting left-handed here. Something you usually see in softball is the base paths are a lot shorter, so it's easier to get on if you bat left-handed. That one outside, and the count runs full.
That pitch is outside, even doesn't count 2 apiece.
Fields back in. Arnold towing the rubber. Here's the pitch. Fields a little blooper. And it gets off the second baseman's glove and it fall in. Fields is on. All be scored in air.
Man, Fields gets on field in air. That's going to bring up Nicole Sarlich.
She's just waving it. Where's Marshall? He's sitting right here.
Now Nicole Sardelich will step to the plate. See what the Rattlers try to do here. Their number 9 hitter on first base with good speed. Sardelich also with good speed. She grounded out to shorten her first at bat. Again, the corner infielder's playing very shallow. A bunt, some kind of slap hit could be on here. Here's the pitch. Bunt show, but pulled back. 1-0 the count. Vadreen waiting on deck. Gonzalez looming in the hole. Already a home run to her name here today. The difference so far is our score 1-0. Bunt laid down, but it's foul down the third baseline. 1-1 now. Seen a little bit of small ball being played here by the Rattlers as they try to double up their lead. That one laid down, it's a beauty. Only plays at first, and Sardelich gets the job done.
Yeah, Sarlich lays down, sacrifice bunt. Those fields over to second base. That'll be out number 1. And brings up left fielder, number 19, Taylor Vadreen.
First pitch called strike 1 to Vadreen. Vadreen so far today 0 for 2. She flew out to right field in her first at bat. Fields in scoring position now. Corner infielders still a little bit shallow. They're playing in front of the bags, but not as shallow as they were the last 2 at bats. 1-1 now. Vadreen already 8 RBIs on the season. She looks to add to her total. Here's the pitch. That one called strike 2. One and 2 in the count. And that one inside. 2-2 now.
Yeah, pitch down and in, 2-2 the count. Arnold toes the rubber.
Here's the pitch. And that one taken into center field's in the gap. Fields will come around. She'll score easily, and Vadrine stands at second with a double.
Second base, and Vadrine takes her place at second base.
I'm going to go on ahead and give Fields a little bit of credit for that hit. You saw her on second base. She was waving her hand corresponding to wherever the catcher was setting up on the plate. Vadrine able to locate it, has herself a double, and now it's 2-0 the score for the Rattlers. Now Gonzalez, who has already homered today, steps in. Here's the pitch. Well outside. Oh, called strike one. That one just barely caught the plate. As Rodriguez waits on deck, Gonzalez rips that one foul down the third baseline. 0-2. Gonzalez located that pitch well, but swung way early on it. Here's the pitch from Arnold. That one in the dirt, 1-2. Good waste pitch there. And a good job by the catcher Garner there. You have to have confidence in your catcher in order to throw a waste pitch in the dirt like Arnold just did there. Here's the pitch. Gonzalez takes this one to right center field. It's deep, and it's gone. Gonzalez, the solo shot in her first at bat, and now a 2-run bomb here as the Rattlers extend their lead to 4-0.
Gonzalez gets her second home run and has as many bats.
That gives Gonzalez 2 home runs, 3 ribbies on the day.
Cleared. That's going to bring up the catcher. Number 7, Christina Rodriguez.
And now Christina Rodriguez will step in. She singled in her first at bat. She managed to advance to second base on air. Bissaro waits on deck. Shelly Lee in the hole.
She hit it harder if she struck out that crazy, but when she swings, she just swing hard. You know the soccer field behind the old field? There was a game.
Here's the pitch. That one outside. 1-0.
That one took first man, second man, went over by the goal. Goalie was kind of good to see the chair again. Yeah, last year she struggled.
Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. That one in on her. Called strike inside corner. 1-1.
Years ago, that's what Liz was. Well, Liz has actually, I think.
Here's the pitch.
If I'm mistaken, she still has a home run record here.
That one a ball. 2-1 now.
We get 21 there or 18 there. She's already 20-something here.
Here's the pitch. This one ripped down the first base line, but handled. Taken uninsisted. And 2 away now. As Rodriguez is retired.
2 away.
And now Marcelia Bissaro will step in. She's 0 for 1 today. She grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 outside. Arnold looks in, has her sign. Here's the pitch. And that one fouled off as Bissaro tried to turn on it. 1-1 now. Bissaro just barely missed that one. You saw her open up her stance there, almost got a hit. Just couldn't make good contact with the pitch there. She opens up again and hits this one high to left field, and the catch is made. Rattlers are retired, but not before adding 3 onto the board off the power of a Gonzalez home run. 4-0 now the score. So we're heading to the 4th inning. You're watching softball on Rattlers Live.
You're watching
Number 3.
And welcome back, Rattler fans, as we get ready to start the top of the 4th inning. Your Rattlers leading 4-0 so far. Gonzalez, if you're just joining us, 2 for 2 on her first 2 at-bats, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs on the game. Britton in the circle for the Rattlers. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Facing Karen Gonzalez here. And then after her will be Colden and then Gomez. Here's the pitch. This one taken into right field. It'll be a leadoff single for the Javelinas.
And Gonzalez starts off with a base hit at number 4 for the Javelinas.
Good job there, not doing too much with the pitch. It was outside, just take it the other way. And now it'll be Lex Cordova stepping in. The Javelinas with their second base runner of the game. Britton looks in. Here's the pitch. That one called strike 1. Gomez waiting on deck. This one taken up the middle. Britton throws it to second. They're saying she didn't have it, and they're calling her safe at second. Perez disagrees with the call, but it'll be 2 on now for the Javelinas.
I got E1. Throws
Arrow will be on Britton there, the high throw. Now Rola Gomez will step to the plate. Gomez 0 for 1 here today. She flew out to right field in her first at-bat. Javelinas in business here with 2 on, no out. Here's the pitch. One down the middle, called strike 1. Corner infielders playing with their heels at the bags. Outfield straight away. Here's the pitch. This one up the middle again. Britton, safe play to first, and first out of the inning.
And Britton gets the out at first base. Runners advance to second and third.
Two runners now in scoring position for the Javelinas. And it'll be Lauren Denny now at the plate. Denny struck out looking in her first at bat. She went down on 3 pitches. Britton looks in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. All the infield playing pretty shallow except for the second baseman, Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. That one low and in the dirt. 1-1. Rattlers do have the 4-1 lead. We'll see if they try to cut off the run if there is a ground ball. Here's the pitch. This one smacked down the left field line, but well foul. 1-2 now.
And foul ball down third base line brings the count to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, and 1 away.
Garner waiting on deck. Britton shakes off a few signs. Now she has what she wants. Here's the pitch. That one just outside. Count is evened at 2-2. Two and two. This one foul down the third baseline. Perez will go and retrieve it. We'll do 2-2 again.
Ball keeps the count the same at 2-2.
Perez playing really wide, far away from the second base bag. Corner infielders hugging the lines. Here's the pitch. This one foul down the third baseline yet again. This Rattler team impressive so far on this year. They have 3 wins against ranked teams that they've played. The most notable, Angelo State, as we mentioned earlier, the number 4 team in the nation at that time. As this one fouled off yet again. And Britton and Noel in a battle here. Two and two, still a count, 1 away. Here's the pitch. This one taken up the middle as Noel gets the better of Britton. Ball fumbled in center, but the runner is held at third base. As the Javelinas are on the board, 4-1.
Yeah, they sit at the middle score of the run for the Javelinas. Runner now on the corners. I ranked up number 6, Cody Garner, time is called.
So now Cody Garner will come to the plate, and the Rattlers having a conference on the mound. Runners will be on the corners here. And it looks like we'll have a designated runner here. As Denny gets the RBI. Looks like Courtney White will be the runner at first base. Garner looking over to third. We'll see if the Javelinas try anything here. They are still down by 3 runs, so I'd expect them to be swinging away. So we're playing in the 4th inning of a 7-inning game. Gonzalez playing very shallow at first base. Here's the pitch. Ball 1, 1-0. Here's the pitch. That one called a strike. 1-1 now the count. Britton with the pitch. This one, runner goes. That throw is cut off by Rodriguez, and now will be 2 runners in scoring position. 2-1 the count. White with good speed on second now. Cordova leading off a third. This one a little nubber in front of the plate, but it hits off of it, so it's foul. 2-2 now the count.
And that foul ball leaves on the count. 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Britton in her first predicament of the game. She tries to minimize the damage here. Here's the pitch. This one inside and above the shoes. Full count now.
Yeah, pitch is down the third. Next count 3-2. Full count.
Here's the pitch. This one well outside, and the bases are now full.
So Garner gets a face-off ball. It's going to load up the bases. Brings up that fielder number 24, Karina Noel.
And now Karina Noel will step in. 1 out here. Noel struck out swinging in her first at bat. The Javelinas now with the tying run on the base pass, the leading run at the plate. Here's the pitch. Noel slaps this one to third. Play at the plate. And the Rattlers cut down the run. 2 away now.
Plate for the first out. Correction for the fourth out. That's out number 2. Bases remain loaded. And brings up number 10, Bailey Opal. 2 away.
And now Bailey Opal will step in. She singled in her first at bat. Bases still full for the Javelinas. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Britton has her sign. Here's the pitch. That one called a strike. 1-1 now.
It's on the inside corner. It's up count. 1-1.
4-1 the score. It's Britton trying to reduce the damage here. Here's the pitch. This one chopped foul down the third baseline. 1-2 now. It's Britton 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Castro waiting on deck. And time called here. Ophil steps out, gets a practice swing in. Britton winds up, delivers. Outside, 2-2. See if she's setting her up for the inside pitch there. Here's the pitch, inside part of the plate, but fouled off. Will remain at 2-2.
And foul ball keeps the count the same at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and bases loaded.
Bases full. 2 into the count, 2 away. Britton looking for her sign. Here's the pitch. Off speed. Just misses. Count now full.
And pitch a little high. Next count 3-2, full count.
Everybody's moving. Well, you missed the second corner.
Britton looking in. Here's the pitch. This one off her fist. The catch made by Perez. And the Javelinas are retired. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 error committed by the Rattlers. 3 left on base. We're in the bottom of the 4th. You're watching softball on Rattlers Live. And welcome back, Rattler fans. 4-1 the score here as we're playing in the bottom of the 4th inning. Shelly Lee Zawatsky leading off. She'll be followed by Alex Rodriguez and then Perez after her. First pitch called, ball 1. Zawatsky so far 0 for 1 today. She grounded out to second base in her first at bat. Third base and first base both playing in and hugging the line. That pitch called, strike 1. 1-1 now. Arnold looks in, here's the pitch. Zawatsky takes again, strike 2. Just joining us, 4-1 the score. Gonzalez has homered twice for the Rattlers here today. That pitch outside, 2-2 now. First home run, a solo shot to left center field. The second one, a 2-run shot to right center field. Zawatsky, here's the pitch. Takes this one to second base, and the play is made as she's retired.
Makes the toss, that's out number 1. Now bring up double deuce. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez.
Now Alex Rodriguez will step to the plate. 0 for 1 here today. She grounded out to short in her first at bat. Alex, the second baseman here today. She also plays a little bit of catcher. That first pitch fouled off into the on-deck circle. 0-1 the count. Javelinas do have action in their bullpen. It's number 14, Katricia Araka gets ready. 1-1 now the count for Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. One inside and tight. 2-1 now.
And pitches inside, 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike.
One away here for the Rattlers. It's Arnold has her sign. Here's the pitch. Rodriguez skies this one. Shallow center field. Catch is made.
And Stubbs makes the catch.
As Stubbs retires her.
I'll bring up shortstop number 23, Sarah Perez, to the plate.
Now Sarah Perez will step in. Perez batting .241 on the year. Also has 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. Fields waits on deck. That one called. Strike 1. Arnold taking her time. Looks in. Here's the pitch. That one inside. 1-1 now. Arnold dusts off the mound. And here's the pitch. And that one fouled back. 1-2 now the count. Perez in her first at bat struck out swinging. Here's the pitch. This one fouled off. We'll do 1-2 again.
And Perez fouls it off, keeps count the same at 1-2.
Corner infielders still playing shallow for the Javelinas. Outfielders playing pretty straight away, maybe a step or 2 deep in center. I went outside, 2-2. Here's the pitch. This one hits softly to short. And the play is made by Stubbs. Rattlers go in order. We're heading to the top of the 5th inning. You're watching softball on Rattlers Live. And welcome back, Rattler fans. 4-1 the score here for the Rattlers. It'll be 9-1-2. Leading off for the Javelinas will be Jaylene Castro. She'll be followed by Stubbs and then Gonzalez. Here's the pitch from Britton. That one taken to Rodriguez on one hop. And the play is made. One pitch, 1 out.
Makes the play. That's going to be out number 1. Brings up shortstop Rose Stubbs to the plate.
Now Rose Stubbs stepping in. Stubbs 0 for 2 today. She flied out and had a fielder's choice in the third inning. Here's the pitch. That one called strike one. Britton winding up. This one hit softly. Rodriguez able to dive and stop it, but base hit there for Stubbs as she places the ball perfectly.
And one away, that's going to bring up Karen Gonzalez.
Now Karen Gonzalez will step in. She's 1 for 2 today. She's struck out and singled. She scored the Javelina's only run so far here today.
They're covering, right? Why is the difference off?
They play halfway up. Well, they play further up.
Stubbs on first. This one hit sharply to third. On to one. There's a double play as the Rattlers get out of the inning. Score at 5-4-3. 4-1, Rattlers lead. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth. You're watching softball on Ustream. And welcome back, Rattler fans. 4-1 the score. We play in the bottom of the fifth. New pitcher for the Javelinas is Katricia Arocha, a sophomore out of San Antonio, Texas. Hannah Fields leading off the inning. She did that in the third inning as well. Reached on the air and came around to score the second run of the game for the Rattlers. This one outside. 1-0 the count. Corner infielders once again playing the shallow for the left-handed hitting Fields. She tries to take this one the other way, but it's well foul. 1-1 on the count. Sarlich waits on deck. Vidrine will follow after her. Should anyone get on base, and we'll see Gonzalez again. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Fields. 1-2 now. Arocha with the pitch. That one high above the belt. 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Fields off her hands and the catch made. She's out. Stubbs once again making the play.
Brings up third baseman Nicole Sarlich.
Now Nicole Sarlich will step in. 0 for 1 here today. She also has a sacrifice bunt. That bunt led to a Vadrine double, which brought in Fields, who was just retired. Here's the pitch. Called strike one. Rocha delivers. This one well outside. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ooh. That one in tight, but Sardolich able to get out of the way. 2-1 now.
Count to 2-1 on Sardolich.
Vadrine in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. That one. Called a strike. 2-2 now the count. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply to second base, and it'll get through. Sardolich turning around first. She'll head to second. She's digging and will be held at third.
And Sardolich gets herself a stand-up double on the base hit.
That will be scored a double, even though it went off the glove of the second baseman, Ophil. Now Vadrine, a similar situation that she had last time she was batting a runner on second base. One away. This time it's Sardolich running, though, instead of Fields. Last time Vadrine hit a double for an RBI. Off speed there to start. 1-0.
Yeah, and they pulled something.
And looks like we're going to have a pitch runner here as it looked like Sardolich might have pulled something while she was heading to second. Looks like number 30, Haley Richter, will head into the game.
Attention now, running for St. Mary's, second base will be number 30, Haley Richter. 1-0 is the count on Vadrine.
1-0 the count for Vadrine. Richter now running at second. 4-1 the Rattlers lead as they look to extend that. Gonzalez looms on deck. Already 2 home runs today. Swing and a miss by Vadrine. 1-1 now. Here's the pitch. This one foul down the third baseline. 1-2 now. Umpire goes, retrieves new balls. Vadrine already an RBI here today. She looks to add to that. Here's the pitch from Arocha. Vadrine skies this one. Well foul down the third baseline.
Good sound effects.
1-2, still the count. 1 away. Arocha with the pitch. Vadrine skies this one. First baseline. And the catch made by Gomez.
That's going to be out for 2. Runner holds at second. That's going to bring up number 17, Jared Gonzalez.
Now Gonzalez will step to the plate. The story of the day so far. 2 home runs in from 2 at-bats. She had a solo shot in the first, a 2-run homer in the third. Now with 6 home runs on the year and 20 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That one called, strike 1. First at bat, she did it with a 3-2 count. The second time, a 1-2 count. It looks like we're going to have a little conference here on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one low and inside, 1-1. Richter on second in scoring position, and we'll have another conference now. Rocha kind of flexing her fingers, but looks like they're just going over what to do defensively. Probably just making sure that they're going to be careful with Gonzalez here. And we're ready to resume play here. Gonzalez back into the box. Rodriguez waiting on deck. Player with plenty of power in her own right. Here's the pitch. Gonzalez fouls this one off. 1-2. All 3 pitches so far to Gonzalez in on her hands. We'll see if she can get a hold of one and pull it. Here's the pitch inside again, and Gonzalez got ahead of that one and lined it sharply foul. 1-2 once again.
Much easier to come up on that ball. Yeah. Give it the single. Yeah. Make a play. Make a play back. He's already running like 40 feet behind the fence.
Richter still on second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Gonzalez goes down. That ends the inning. 4-1. The Rattlers still lead. We're heading to the top of the 6th. You're watching Rattlers softball on Ustream.
Now leading up on with the top of the 6th will be Lex Cordova.
And welcome back, Rattler fans. It'll be Cordova, then Gomez, and then Denny to bat here for the Javelinas. Rattlers lead 4-1. First pitch taken foul down the third baseline. 0-1 the count. Britton so far been very effective. She only had one inning where she got in trouble. She was able to work her way out of it, left the bases loaded. Only gave up one run that inning. 1-1 the count here. This one taking a short. Perez makes the play. One away.
And there's a scoop in the toss. That's out number 1. Brings up first baseman Adela Gomez.
Sardalich back out there at third base. Looks like she worked through whatever she pulled or tweaked whenever she hit that double. Now Rola Gomez will step in. She's 0 for 2 today. Flied out to right and grounded to the pitcher. This one in on her hands and foul down the third baseline. 0-1. Britton looking for her side. Here's the pitch. 1-1. Here's the pitch to Gomez. 2-1 now. Britton delivers. Three and one now.
3-1 your count.
Britton looking to locate here. Here's the pitch. This one popped up. Britton handles it. 2 away now.
That's going to be out number 2.
Excellent pitch there with 3 balls.
Now bring up number 20, Lauren Denny.
Now Lauren Denny will step in. Denny in her last at bat had a 10-pitch battle with Britton before finally coming through with the RBI single. That one called strike 1. The at bat before that, Denny struck out looking. 2 away here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Denny upset with herself for swinging at that one. Britton looks in, has her sign. Here's the pitch. This one taken to Rodriguez, and it's through her legs as she mishandles it. Denny will be on.
That's a big error.
Be scored an error there on Rodriguez.
So Denny gets on the fielding error. And with 2 away and a runner at first base, it's going to bring up Cody Garner.
Now Cody Gardner will step in and take some hacks. Garner 0 for 1 today. She walked and grounded out to short. Two away. This one chopped to short. Perez underhand to Rodriguez. And the Javelinas are retired. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching softball on Rattlers Live.
4 remains the same, 4-1. 7.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Christina Rodriguez to lead off here for the Rattlers. She'll be followed by Bassaro. And then Shelly Lee Zalkowski. First pitch outside, 1-0. Rodriguez so far today, 1 for 2. Reached on a single in the first inning. Here's the pitch. That one roped down the first baseline. Look out. Just foul.
Yeah, baseball. How come baseball works on baseball?
1-1.
Bigger ball.
I think baseball can still do a lot more damage to you off of that, just because of the weight.
Yeah. Well, why that thing's faster.
First baseman hugging the line. Here's the pitch off speed. 2-1.
Watching a couple girls take them off their face.
Yeah, so far this year we got 2. Yeah, I've been hit by balls a lot. It hurts.
Here's the pitch. Rodriguez lifts this one left center field. It's deep. And it's gone. Rodriguez, the leadoff solo shot. Rattlers now lead 5-1. Their third home run of the ball game.
Adds another run for the Rattlers. So Rodriguez gets herself a solo shot.
That's Rodriguez's fourth home run on the year. 5-1 now the score as the Rattlers look to extend their lead going into the final 7th inning. Now Bassaro steps in. 0 for 2 here today. Grounded out to the pitcher and flew out to left field. At 1, ball 1, low and inside. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1 now. Here's the pitch. This one fouled off. 1-2.
That foul ball, let's count to 1-2.
And that one called strike 3. 1 away now.
We decided to look down looking at out number 1. Brings up Shelly Sawatsky.
And now Shelly Zawatsky will step to the plate. Five to 1 the lead for the Rattlers as they look to take the first game of this doubleheader. I won high and tight, 1-0. Here's the pitch. That one called strike 1. 2-1 now the count. Zadowski so far today 0 for 2. She's grounded out to second base both times. Alex Rodriguez waits on deck. 3-1 now the count. Here's the pitch. This one inside, and Zadowski has herself a walk.
Zadowski gets a free ticket down the line. That's a Rattler at first base. Now bring up Alex Rodriguez to the plate.
Now Alex Rodriguez steps in. She's been giving Stubbs a workout at short. She grounded out to her and flew out to her. One away here. That one way high and outside. Garner able to go up and get it. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Called strike one, inside corner. Perez waiting on deck. Corner infielders playing shallow once again. Here's the pitch. 2-1 now. Rodriguez fouls that one off. Count now even at 2 apiece. Perez waiting on deck, Fields in the hole. Here's the pitch. A-Rod skies this one, deep left field. No doubt about this one, it's gone. Rattlers now leading 7-1. And Rodriguez, her first home run on the season, she got all of that one. And she really turned on it, got it high in the air, and that one was out off the bat.
So Christina Rodriguez and Alex Rodriguez get themselves a home run apiece. As going to ring up shortstop number 23, Sarah Perez, still one away.
And with that, Rodriguez blows the game open now. 7-1, the Rattler lead. Perez now steps in, 0 for 2 here today. She struck out to end the second inning and grounded out to short to end the fourth. That one called, strike one. As the ladies flexing their muscle here, 4 home runs to the tune of 7 runs. That one flung in there in the dirt. 1-1. Fields waits on deck. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off. It'll be 1-2 now. And here's the pitch. Perez shoots one to right field, but right at the right fielder. Catch made by Gonzalez. 2 away.
Now bring up center fielder Hannah Fields.
Now Hannah Fields will step in. 0 for 2 here today. She did reach on an error though and come around to score a run. Infield playing in for the speedy Fields. I want outside. 1-0. Here's the pitch. This one chopped to second base. And the first baseman can't handle it, and Fields will be on for the second time today.
And Fields is safe on the error.
Gomez not able to hang on to it there at first base, and now Sardelik will get to swing away once again.
I thought it was catchable ball. That's going to bring up Nicole Sardelich. Two-way runner first.
Sardelich, 1 for 2 today. She doubled in her last at bat. Also had a bunt that she laid down. That one well outside, 1-0. Third error on the day for the Javelinas. Here's the pitch. This one lifted towards center field. It's deep. And the catch is made, and the Rattlers are retired, but not before they add 3 runs off the power of 2 home runs. Rodriguez and Rodriguez supplying the power here for the Rattlers. 7-1. We're heading to the 7th inning. You're watching softball on Ustream. And Karina Noel will lead off for the Javelinas. 7-8-9 due up. Rattlers lead 7-1 as they look to close out the first game of this doubleheader. Britton back out in the circle. She looks to finish off this game. First pitch, foul down the third baseline. 0-1. Noel 0 for 2 today. She struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice to third base. Here's the pitch. Ball 1-1. This one off of Britton's shin. And no play at first base as Britton's up a little bit hobbled. I think that's about the third ball that's gone off of Britton today. She appears to be walking it off though. Seven to 1 the lead for the Rattlers. I don't think Britton wants to come out of this one. See all of her teammates laughing, so looks like nothing serious. Probably just a bruise tomorrow. She'll throw a few practice pitches. Looks like Rodriguez and Perez poking a little fun at her. And everything looks well, and we'll get back to playing here. It'll be Bailey Ophil at the plate. She's 1 for 2 today. She singled in the 3rd inning and flew out to the shortstop in the 4th. Castro waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. Called. Strike 1. Rattlers trying to move to 19-8 on the season. Here's the pitch. This one chopped sharply to 3rd. On to Rodriguez. Throw over to 1st in time. Double play for the Rattlers. The second base turn of the day. 5-4-3. Now Jaylene Castro. The last out for the Javelinas. Down to their last out, I should say. First pitch. Called. Strike 1. As Britain looks to close out the first game of this doubleheader. That pitch a little bit low. 1-1 now. Britain looks in. Infield playing up tight. That one called a strike. Javelina is now down to their last strike here. Castro 0 for 2 today. Fielder's choice and a ground out to 2nd. Here's the pitch. That one a ball. 2-2 now the count. 2 away.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away.
Here's the pitch. This one hit to Perez. Throw onto 1st in time. And the Rattlers take the first game of this doubleheader. Rattlers applying the fireworks today. Home runs by Christina Rodriguez, Alex Rodriguez, and 2 for Gonzalez. Britain gets the win. 7-1 the final score. Take care, everyone. For Joe Rodriguez, David Tovar, this has been Rattlers Softball on Ustream.